Hello, everybody. It did work, and I'm very happy that it did because we are coming in hot. Greybeard has just landed, so we are going to be going through a little bit of our initial bit while he manages to get situated, and we can get everything taken underway. So to start things off, if you have not noticed, hey guys, what are you pointing at? Hubris. No? No?
No.
Okay, I thought you were pointing at something.
We're going.
But that is okay, because I'm drinking out of this Indoor Adventures mug that you can get. Hey. It's very nice and holds liquids relatively well, as any mug should. Also, I have more merch on today, which is the dragon, where the real dragons were the friends we made along the way, which you can find at our in-store adventures, along with other awesome shirts like the one I was wearing yesterday, which is the Moon Maidens. Aw, GB got his in the mail.
Think so. I hope so.
And cut.
We have a live unboxing, guys. This is an unprecedented live unboxing.
Ooh, this is Twitch gold.
This is absolutely
How's the
gold.
material, GB?
This is also a Twitch first.
Cozy.
Yeah. I am very excited. I love the fact that we have merch, and it's not just because that means that you guys can wear it, but it means that I can wear it, and I'm so covetous with things, especially when it comes to high quality shirts that we can then give out to you guys.
I even forgive the captain for becoming some weird paladin, being an atheist and all. But I still love her.
She's great. But my mouth is actually incredibly dry. But where we left off last week. So, you guys, after having an encounter with a red dragonborn butcher, you ended up going to a meat pie shop where you had been told that the delivery man who had made those meat deliveries was actually friends with some rather shady individuals that lived across the street from the nice old woman who didn't know what kind of pies she was selling. You guys ended up confronting these rather shady individuals after an unexpected encounter with a set of bugbears, and after a failed attempt by Hubris to use his mage hand to try and pluck the package out of the perpetrator's pocket, they all turned upon you and began a fight where one of them, with this package in their pocket, began to just bolt down the alleyway, to which Ghost furiously pursued, following them across rooftop after rooftop after rooftop until eventually arriving at the Nimblewright Theater, where you tumbled into a performance of A Bloody Wedding, where after chasing down this individual, you actually discovered a long-lost hunting mark residing inside of this theater as well. The priest that you've been trying to kill since before this game began. And in your notes, he says, must kill him because he's smug as fuck. And he was. You managed to chase this individual out of the theater with Kronk in hot pursuit as he navigated the streets of Waterdeep by himself, and he didn't get lost very much. So, real kudos to Kronk on that one. He eventually caught up with you, where he cleaved a Zent agent in twain, where you then searched the pocket and found out that the parcel had actually been passed off. On the other side of town, well, not the other side necessarily, but where Hubris and Torvash were, after taking care of the individuals, these Zents, that had been responsible in the initial handoff that led Ghost's chase, you dealt with them very swiftly and very deftly, using a mixture of magic as well as martial prowess to knock at least one of them unconscious, as Kronk, or I believe it was Hubris, that attacked the one who stabbed you and slayed her in the street. I believe that was you. And then you brought a unconscious Zent inside of this house, where you then found a dwarf with named Ott Steeltoes, who was wearing a beanie that had a lot of eye stalks on it. You convinced him that you were Xanathar agents, and then proceeded to free him, where he stomped on the individual that you had tried so hard to deal subdual damage to. And in a moment of brashness, Torvash used a spell at a high enough level that this individual, Ott Steeltoes, began to bleed profusely out of his nose and collapsed onto the ground. And at the culmination of our episode last week, after chopping somebody in half, Kronk folded them up into his cloak and is currently carrying them around like a bag. That's important to know. So, we are going to start off with Torvash and Hubris. What are you two doing after you've seen Ott kind of stomp on this Zent? And then, Hubris, you see Torvash just look at Ott, his eyes glow for a quick minute, or for a quick second, as you see then blood shoot out of Ott's nose and he just collapses onto the ground.
You just hear a cork pop, and Hubris just takes a swig out of a wineskin.
I want to check, see if this assistant agent is alive.
You go to check, and you see that, you actually feel that there's still a slight bit of a pulse on this guy. You're going to have to act fast, though. He has taken a significant amount of damage while almost dead.
I've got nothing to heal him. I used my last spell to kill that fucker.
You can always try and make a medicine check to stabilize.
I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh.
You also did see Hubris pull out a healer's kit.
Hubris, can you medicine check this dude? And I will use my last bit of bardic inspiration to make sure you don't fail.
Hubris is holding up his finger and drinking from his wineskin.
No. I will.
Okay.
This is your fault for untying this guy. This buddy is on your hands.
You know, I could just let him die to spite you, Hubris says as he, pulls out the medicine kit.
This guy... Okay, what is the chances of... Just save this guy. Right? Because what are the chances that Ghost and Kronk did not kill that other person?
Fairly low.
So we need some form of information because you killed everyone else.
I hear you talking, but I don't hear you inspiring.
Fucking heal them. It's very inspirational.
All right. Oh, not bad. That is 16, and then inspiration gives me how much? A d6?
Yeah. You auto pass with a med kit to stabilize when they are down.
Oh.
Yeah. And if it helps, after his 2 failed death saves, while you guys were chatting, I was also rolling death saves for him because it's every 6 seconds being around. But he passed on 2 of them, so you guys ended up being able to stabilize him right before he had to make his final save, which would have been another pass. But you managed to kind of keep this guy stable. You can see, just based on your padding on him, you're guessing that he has several broken ribs from where Ott had actually stomped him in the chest, as well as you know that, you heard the sound of his vertebrae shattering earlier this day when Kronk hit him over the head with his greatsword. Or it was with your cleaver, I believe.
No, he punched him.
Right.
He just straight up punched him.
It was the disarming strike.
And he was paralyzed, so he couldn't move.
Yep.
So the insides...
I'm going to start patting down the dwarf.
Okay.
Let's just completely check all of them. Both of them.
Investigation?
What's your investigation plus 10?
11.
Okay. Yeah, just doing a quick check on this guy. He doesn't have anything on him. You're fairly certain in situations that you've been in that required a hostage, you don't typically let the hostage just keep all of their stuff on them. But it looks like they at least kept his steel-toed boots and let him keep his hat. But other than that, Ott has nothing.
And the dude with the broken back.
Make a investigate. You guys are there long enough that you're able to just kind of pad around. And you see that he actually has a pouch with what looks to be 20 gold coins, as well as 37 silver pieces.
You can have them figures.
Oh,
I don't need money.
generous of you.
I bullshit my way into what I need.
That's very apparent, actually. 40 and 37. Math.
With D&D Beyond, you don't have to do math. You can just hit the add gold button.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Look at that. So,
You learn something new every day, folks.
I just had Ghost voice in my head.
Yeah.
so what are you two doing after kind of searching around this guy?
Right in the
searching around
kitchen
his
to
body?
see what food they have.
Okay.
I hand Torvash like the wineskin.
I don't drink, so what do you want done with this?
Oh. Your loss. Goes back to drinking.
Okay.
You just need to sit by the fire. Ice blood coughing, man. Like, you just stay warm. I'm gonna go see what they have in the kitchen and what I can cook. See if we can make some
I'm
more
going
stuff.
into that room and warming up.
Okay. All right. And Torvash, make an investigation check.
Oh shit, that is a 10.
Okay. You find just kind of the bare bones of you find some bread, you find some meat, and it looks like it is labeled like it is from Tarkus's butchery. And then you also find what looks to be some old cheese. They don't have very many vegetables. It's just you're not really sure what you could do with this at this point.
I have bacon and sausages, thank you very much.
It's true. You have 6 pounds
I
of both
think-
bacon and sausage.
Is actual bacon and sausage because he was my friend at that stage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cook some of that up.
Okay. Sounds good. So you are going to be cooking while Hubris is warming up. So we are going to transition back over to Ghost and Kronk. You two have just chopped somebody in half, stuffed them in a cloak, and are carrying them around like you're a weird Santa. So, yeah.
We're heading back to the house, the bar, because that's where we told them we were going to meet them. I said, I'll see you back at the house
Okay.
as I left. So,
But Kronk would know where we were.
I know where you are.
Hubris coughing up blood in the cold in a blizzard. Okay.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
so
I expect people to listen to do what I tell them to. So, I'm going to head back to the house.
okay.
So as we're walking, I'm just gonna. Thanks for saving me, Kronk.
It happens.
I don't know if I could have survived another round of that.
And then is she bleeding all up and down? Or are you pretty bashed up, or
Yeah.
are you healing yourself?
Don't think I can. I don't think I have any spells left.
Mm.
I can check.
Then maybe
I don't.
All right. And Kronk will be like, maybe we should step in somewhere and I'll patch you up. Like with the med kit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna bleed out, right?
No.
No, I think I'm all right. I just, with the cold, it tends to cauterize and.
All right.
Clot, I should say. Why are we taking her body?
I don't know. I don't laugh.
Right. Well, let's duck in an alleyway real quick and just do give me a wall and I'll just do a quick once over on her and then we can just kind of leave her
All right.
there. It's still really blizzardy out, right?
Yes. The blizzard is in full
Heaved it.
effect.
Heave the thing backwards and do the wall thing.
And I will search her body.
Okay. So as you are,
Again.
yeah. So
Well-
yeah. You were
We're gonna
searching
make
her
sure
body.
that there's no one else in the area.
Yeah. No, you guys have done stuff similar to this before. You just tell Kronk, make a wall, and then he just stands and kind of looks like this frozen statue. Where you're pretty sure on any other day you might be able to like put a hat down in front of him and collect money just based on the beautiful stonework that is Kronk Gorblatz. But make an investigation check.
Okie dokie. +3, that's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, so searching around, just doing another cursory glance because you had very quickly sifted through her coat and her pockets previously. You end up finding that there is what looks to be almost like there is some fabric that's kind of been broken on the inside of the jacket. And as you kind of take you extend one of your claws out to try and get in between the threads that are inside of this jacket. And as you pull it out, you actually find what looks to be a very tiny pocket. And you reach inside and you pull out. It has a slip of paper in it, and as you pull it out and look, it says "Bloody Wedding, 6 o'clock," and then it says Fuoko, Fuoco.
Thanks. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna like finish patting her down and then like pull her cloak over her a little bit so it's not just like a mangled mess of a person. It's more of like a lump.
Okay.
And then I'll put my hand on Kronk's shoulder.
Time to roll.
Yes. Did you guys kill everyone at the other area?
Don't know. Went chasing after you.
Kronk, you had actually killed one, buried one of them under the snowdrifts and seen Hubris and Torvash pull the other one inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and
the
that
people
was-
outside, because the last thing I noted, they were in the building, and
Yeah.
I poked my head in like, "You guys got this," and they
Yeah.
said, "Yeah."
And there was just a dude on the ground there. You didn't see
Okay.
that there was a dwarf or anything like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then, they said they had it.
LB is taking the longest sip.
I'm sorry. I apparently
Well,
have an
she
unstable
wasn't.
internet connection here, but I think the cord's just really old. But so I assume that they have it. Shall we go home? I could use a bath.
Sure.
All
And
right.
I schlock my cloak off in the alley because I had mashed the person into it, and so then I just wrap it up and like tuck it and then carry it that way.
Perhaps you should do some laundry tonight.
It's good to have Hubris around, and you know that thing.
But it'd be good to, learn how to do your own laundry just in case he's not around.
Sorry, I'm cracked up. Kronk gives you a look like you're not speaking English. That's this glazed look on his face.
That's not common.
I'm not going to do your laundry forever, Kronk. That's what I'm saying. All right.
He doesn't like that, but he doesn't say
No.
anything. He just follows along.
And
And
as
then-
you guys are having this conversation and you kind of make your way back out of this alley, there is a woman in a very thick coat that actually seems to take note of the two of you walking, and she begins just saying, "Miss," and begins like with a quicker approach towards you.
How much visibility is there?
This is Not a whole lot of visibility. This is after you've left the alleyway, by the way. Like, she can't just, like, look past you and see body. Right. This is actually, you've been walking for a little bit and kind of just to retrace your steps to get a good sense of your bearing, went back to the theater to try and maneuver.
That's fine, yeah.
And so this woman just runs up to you. And when she gets up to you, she kind of, like, leans over a little bit, and you see that she is out of breath as just thick clouds of vapor are coming out of her mouth, and she just goes, in the theater, you said something was stolen?
Yes, a parcel. Kronk, do you mind making a wall for us so that the wind isn't so...
She's just like holding herself very closely. You can see that this is it's an Aluskan woman. She has very dark brown hair. Her cheeks and nose are very bright red from just being brushed up against the wind. And she just kind of leans back into Kronk and just says, "Oh, thank you so much. You said you had something stolen from you."
Yes, I did. Were you in the theater?
I was. And I appreciate the cast members for incorporating you into their play. I thought it was very rude. You seemed like you were in some real trouble.
Yes, I'd been chasing her for quite some time.
I think I saw who she gave the packages to, or the package to.
You did? Can you describe him or her?
Well, there was a Mulan female. I don't know. She was wearing fancier clothes, and then there was the man who just kept crying. Just kept being very loud, and he was a terrible theater goer.
Oh, was he human?
He was. They both were.
Yeah.
And he his hair was it was black. Skin was a little more olive.
Did you see where did they leave afterwards, or did they
pretty soon after you left, to be honest, and that's why I thought if I ever saw you again I would tell you what I saw.
Oh, I very much appreciate that. I'm sorry, what was your name?
I'm Elda. She
Elda.
Just puts her hand out.
Levev.
It's nice to meet you.
Yes, very nice. I really appreciate that. Had you seen them before?
Oh, I'd seen the man come to the play quite a few times. I've seen her come to the play with him a couple times. A couple times he brought somebody else.
Oh, I see.
None of
and
my
that you
business,
said
though.
Right, of course. You said that they were well dressed, so perhaps part of the north end of town?
Well, maybe. I'm not really sure. I saw that they got into a carriage and then it was going south down the high road.
All right. Well, you have been incredibly helpful. Is there anything else you can remember about this woman or this man?
No. I think I heard someone say he was a bard.
A bard. And I saw the guy who was crying. I remember you describing him last week. Do I remember any other details about him?
You remember that he was clean shaven. He was wearing kind of nicer, warmer clothes, but he didn't really have a very distinguishable face. There didn't seem to be anything really remarkable about him visually.
Right. Well, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. I'm an insight checker.
Sure.
Because it's Tuesday.
Whatever could you mean?
Thank you. I was standing there the whole time going, oh God, check. Oh.
That's a 18.
She seems earnest and like she's been mugged in Waterdeep before.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just trying to look out for a fellow Waterdeepian.
Oh, I appreciate it so much. Oh, thank you so much. It was so kind of you to say something. I know that a lot of people in town wouldn't, and I can I here and I'm just gonna go in my bag and I'm gonna pull out like a gold and just for a cup of tea.
And she just looks at it, eyes wide, and then looks back up at you. Just, thank you. Oh, I most certainly will.
You have a lovely evening. Get inside. Stay warm.
Yeah, stay warm as well, and stay warm, big fella. And she pats your abs, and then like puts like on the second pat, her hand just kind of like stays there a little bit, and then she just shakes her head and just begins like hurriedly walking away. She seems to have caught herself.
Kronk just nods. Big.
I know.
Exactly.
I don't. You know what, Kronk? As much as I would love to continue the chase, I'm exhausted. I'm sore from last night. I'm sore from tonight. We need to get up and get back with the boys, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But at least we have a lead now.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Kronk thinks about it, and he's kind of like, in his head, he's like, I'm good to go. I could keep fighting all night. But he doesn't say anything. He's like, all right, let's head home.
All right.
Maybe there's more brownies.
Oh, yes. And I'm just going to mention that I saw the priest in there.
Oh, okay.
Just casually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say you saw him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Kronk just stops. He stops in the snow, and he's like, puts his hands out like, so why are we going home?
Because I'm exhausted, for one. And for two, we know he's still in town. So we're farther than we were, but
Did
I think
you get a whiff? You got him?
No, but that doesn't work as well as it's cold out and the smell doesn't travel as far, of course. But I think that I can call in a favor and maybe get some help, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Does he know what I mean?
He assumes it has to do something with the snake people.
Cool. All right, let's go home. I'm cold.
And he'll take his cloak back out and turn it like slop
please
side.
don't. Please don't.
Turn it.
She just puts her hand up. No, I'm okay. I'm not that bad.
He balls it up and tucks it back into his kidney belt. Starts stomping along.
Okay. So yeah, you guys return to Trollskull Manor. It is very late at this point, or not very, very late, but it's getting closer to like 9-ish, as you guys have been running around for most of the day.
Yeah. Like a whole half chapter's worth.
Almost like that. And then you finally make it back to Trollskull Manor, and you can see that you guys had left a note saying the bar was closed for the day, correct?
Yeah.
And as you get closer, you head upstairs, and when you do, you can see actually on a table in the foyer of your establishment, there is just a large sack with a letter from Rainier next to it, and it says your earnings for the last 10 days. And as you
is it a big sack?
It looks like there is it contains 145 gold pieces after you count it out.
All right. Well, this isn't any of my business as far as running the business. So I'm going to keep it in my room for safekeeping because I don't feel good leaving it out here. This is a lot of gold to just have laying around. Where is our robot friend?
You go looking around for him. And you open the door and you just see to Hubris's room, and you see that he is currently sitting on the ground, cross-legged, surrounded by books. And you can see that he just has what looks to be a lit candle next to him that he is using to read by.
Nim too?
And it just tilts its head up towards you.
We're home. How was your evening?
And it just grabs a book and then holds it up to you. And you can see that it is the copy of Frankenstein that Hubris gave to him before you guys left. And Nim then takes it and opens it up. And he takes he goes about a third, a fourth of the way into the book. And then he grabs it by the spine and holds it out so that way you can see both pages, and he points. And you can see that he is pointing to the name Victor.
Victor, is that the name you've chosen for yourself?
He nods.
I think that's a very fine name. Are you going to be reading all night?
Nods.
All right. Well, when Hubris comes back, he'll probably want to sleep. So there's an extra bedroom, not the one with the furniture in front of it. All right.
Just nods.
All right. If you need anything, we'll be down the hall.
Nods again. Actually, it will point to the candle that it has.
Oh, do you need another one?
Nods.
I'm going to draw myself a bath. Kronk, do you mind?
Liv. You bring Victor Crushinator another candle.
And after a few moments, you see a candle just kind of come in. You hear off in the distance the sound of like drawers and cabinets opening, and it looks like Liv doesn't know where you guys keep the candles. Like, he knows where most things are, but just never the thing he's looking for.
Yeah.
And then you see eventually that there are several candles that come in and just set themselves down next to Victor.
As the candles come in, I'm going to grab the bag and I'm going to shake it. And I'm going to go, yay!
And at that, you hear just... And then it sounds like an auditorium's worth of people all just clapping. You hear people whistling and cheering.
And I give a bow. And then I'm going to go draw a bath. What?
I guess if I see you do a bow, then I strike a pose.
It's a fucking axe out of nowhere. I love it.
This is the meat cleaver now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw a bath, whatever Kronk wants to do. I have oils now. And incense. I'm gonna put the incense burner. I'm gonna get the oils going. Which ones am I gonna eat? Cherry blossom. I'm gonna use cherry blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Essential oils.
And you had 4?
I had 4 different kinds. Yep.
Okay. So as you are kind of scrounging around, you actually find that there is one that you missed initially. It is a purple container.
Oh. What is it? Good. I'm going to smell it.
It smells like lavender.
Oh. That's nice. And it's in the same container that's...
With all of the other ones.
Then I'll use that one. I won't mark it down because I'm using it.
And I will say that you use a 4th of it. You can still, like, it's not like a one and done.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hey, some bubble baths you get are... Anyways.
Yeah, so, Ghost is taking a bath. Kronk, what are you doing?
He thinks about the meat cleaver. And for tonight, he'll just lump it up in the room. But he's thinking about starting like a trophy case in the fight club. And so he's dreaming of that. And then as he thinks of that, then he becomes a little sad. And he thumps the great axe meat cleaver into the floor, just in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes start shoving furniture aside. And he'll go into Wolf's room. And Does he look the same?
Because Ghost had used a gentle repose spell, he doesn't look worse than he previously was. You can see that his skin was already starting to sag a little bit. It was in the marbling process. But overall, he doesn't look... It's not like he's just like a rotted corpse sitting in front of you. Like Kronk had realized pretty early on, the cold actually helped a lot with the preservation of this body, especially with the increasing cold that you guys have had over the last few days.
Okay. He'll spend some time replacing the flowers and herbs, because we had like a 10-day supply or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's what Kronk will be doing, and he'll talk to Wolf while he's there. And he'll be like, I'm gonna switch these out for you. Keep you smelling good. He almost said fresh, and then that didn't sound right considering he was just walking around with a giant meat cleaver. So he'll say, smelling all right. So far, nobody said anything about a plan, even though, they said you'd be back. And Kronk eyeballs his arm, starts thinking about it, and then he'll go about his business of switching out the flowers and herbs. Performance check?
Yeah.
Muggo dice.
A 1.
Mm-hmm.
You're really preoccupied with thinking about the arm, whereas previously you'd set it up in the Dia de los Muertos kind of style. This is more like a really unenthused flower girl. You're tired. It's been a long day. Ghost ran away, and then you had to go and find her, and when you did, she was all banged up. And now, like, you know that you're still in charge of this, but it just doesn't feel right. And so you're just kind of like, all right, well, these are just meant to make things smell better. So just kind of throwing the flowers on the body and, like, making sure that it's still over the eyes, but, like, one of them's kind of, like, slanted down a little bit. Like, the amount of precision wasn't there.
Yeah, and he's also getting fed up with Wolf being dead. Wolf's not supposed to be dead anymore. Ghost came back, Wolf came back. Now Wolf needs to come back again. So he's kind of frustrated. I think maybe that's weighing into it a lot too. And then I guess he'll pat him on the head, and he'll walk out of the room backwards and close the door, and then slide furniture back in front of it.
Okay.
And head towards the bedroom.
All right. Sounds good.
Did I see Ghost? Did you take jammies with you?
I took my robe.
Okay. All right.
My jammies are a little ripped.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. All right. So they just kind of wait till Ghost gets back or something else happens. So I just lump down and
Okay.
be Kronk.
All right, sounds good. So, Hubris, you and Torvash are currently in a room with a dead dwarf, or in a little separate room area with a dead dwarf and an unconscious human that looks... Oh, man, he is not going to be happy when he wakes up. But, thankfully, he will wake up due to your guys' quick medical action. And you smell... You smell seared meats, and you can kind of hear the sizzling of just natural greases on a frying pan.
Hubris gets up, having warmed up enough for a short rest, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walks into the other room and just kind of stoops over the unconscious guy and just like pats his cheek.
And the guy You see, as you pat his cheek, you're trying to wake him up, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
Yeah, it certainly does look like it hurts more than...
I think I broke something.
Yeah, you broke a lot of things, buddy. We can get you a cleric.
Why? You killed my friend. Why would you get me a cleric? You should have just let me die.
I am
wish
both
was dead.
capricious and altruistic, which is a horrible, horrible combination when it comes to friend and foe alike.
And you're leaning like right over his face.
Yeah.
He'll just say, he'll actually spit onto your face and says, "You're the devil."
What gave it away? The horns?
Fuck you.
So,
Oh, that's not good.
no, it's not. Two things can happen. One, we can save your miserable ass if you tell us who you work for. Or two, I can give you a mercifully fast death if you also tell us who you work for. I'm not giving you an option here. Who the fuck do you work for?
And he just looks at you and says, "The fuck do you think I work for? If he's dead, you probably already figured it out." And he kind of like
Wait.
looks over towards Ott. His body just on the ground.
Okay, I'm a little slow here. You're a Zent, right?
What gave it away?
So who is the leader of the Zents? Would I know that? Or does he actually work? Is he implying that it's somebody else?
You aren't sure what he's implying.
Sense motive? Or would that
So
know?
you can do a history check if you would like, or you can make a persuasion check against this guy if you're trying to get him to tell you more things, although intimidation is probably closer to what this is. Seeing as how
Sure.
you've shattered his body and are now like, "Hey buddy, you want to chat?" Like, oh my god, I'm dying.
So yeah, I'm gonna intimidate him.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20, and like as he's doing that squat, Hubris is doing the squat, and he shifts his weight onto one of his boots, and you hear a chick as the blade pops out next to the guy's ear.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you another chance to rethink your answer.
I work for the Zents.
Which one?
I work for Rabaz.
Well, that's good. Tell me if this pinches, and Hubris will try to sit him up slightly.
As soon as you touch his shoulder and begin to move it, you notice that a lot of his shoulder is moving free from the rest of his body.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna there's like a pillow, or he's gonna slide the dead dwarf right next to the guy's head and prop him up slightly. Pulls out the wineskin. Okay. And what does Herbaz want? And he's just holding the wineskin up to the guy's mouth.
He just doesn't want to take it.
I'll take a drink out of it to show him it's not poisoned.
And he just says, he wants what everyone wants. He wants money. He wants power. That's why we join the Zents. Join destiny. The opportunities are the ones you make yourselves.
And I'm assuming whatever was in that envelope you slipped your friend is exactly the key for that.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh yes, I would actually like to know.
Fuck you.
Can I walk out with bacon and sausages right now and be like, dinner's ready?
Yep, most certainly.
Oh, from like behind the guy, Torvash will see like a dagger made of ice is already forming, and Hubris has it like over his head. It just like disappears. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
I said no killing.
What? 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 I was offering this gentleman a wineskin.
Your
By the way,
boyfriend.
do you remember? Huh?
Is that your boyfriend?
I'm the one that's keeping you alive right now, mate, so don't fuck with me, okay? I am not in the mood. I've just killed a guy. Well,
You
guess
better,
what? No. You can have some of my bacon, some of the sausages.
That's
Tell
a
me if it tastes
euphemism,
like
by the
bacon.
way.
You can tell me if it tastes like bacon or people. And I believe I have one charge left of my sunglasses. I'm going to try and charm this dude.
Okay. He's gonna have
I'm
advantage
going to
on
put
the
my
save.
sunglasses in. I'm not in combat with him. He's on the ground tied up.
He just is going through an intimidation process with your friend.
I just offered
He's
him
the good
food.
cop.
All right. So we will give him a flat roll. Give him a flat roll, and we will use the large
cave
Waterdeep
to these.
dice.
Bastard.
Look what happens with my fucking flat roll. That's a nat 20.
Oof. It doesn't affect me any, so.
Well, guess what? You're going to be laying there in pain until I have a sleep, and then tomorrow I'm going to probe the fuck out of your mind and find out all the information I want. And then I'll leave you to this sweet fellow who was going to stab you in the back.
Oh no, fuck that. I'm going home. I want a bath. I want my bed, my
There's still
chair.
a blizzard outside.
I will brave this blizzard. It's not too far from home, right?
It is about a 35-minute walk through the blizzard.
I'll be
You
fine.
had to be carried by Kronk
Only because he forced me to be carried. I could
because you
perfectly
kept
walk.
collapsing to the ground. Okay, Mr. Exhaustion. Tell you what, you can either go out there and die yourself, or you chill here for one night we find out information. But I'm not leaving until I've had a sleep.
Risk death outside or stay here with you. I pick death.
Okay, good luck. I have no more inspiration, so I can't inspire you. Well, good luck of making it back.
We don't know whose house this is. They might come back.
We know whose house it is. We just killed them all.
Do you want me to gag him on my way out, or are you good talking?
I'm good. I've cooked enough bacon and sausages because I thought Kronk and Ghost were coming back. So there's a shit ton of bacon and sausages cooked.
Do you not
Yes.
remember when Ghost said meet back at the house?
Yeah, but I also assumed that when Kronk went after her, Kronk would come back here because we have a hostage. Do you guys not go back to your hostages?
No, we usually leave them dead.
Oh my god. I am working with fucking amateurs.
No, you're working with psychopaths. There's a difference.
No one can speak with dead out of you guys. So why would you kill them when you need information?
We get by.
Clearly. That's why one of you is
We're a
fucking-
scrappy bunch. We get
That's why
by.
one of you is dead. Holed up in your house. Barricaded off because of what? Fucking zombies? Your family are evil. And you trust. Oh my gosh. Yep. Go risk it. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to get comfy. Is there a recliner or something I can get comfy in and just sit down with my bacon?
Don't let the paraplegic bite your throat in your sleep.
He won't because he can hardly move because we broke his back. I'm going to take a slight. Just have some bacon first. Hubris, have some bacon.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry.
Does it taste like bacon?
Does it taste like bacon?
Yeah, it tastes like bacon.
Tastes like bacon.
Okay, cool. Well, do you want a sausage as well? Because I also don't trust them.
I'm not going to be your guinea pig any further. Have a good night, Torvash.
Well, I'm not going to eat the sausages. I'm just going to have bacon.
Just force feed the dude the sausages and he'll tell you.
I don't want him to choke and die. This would be a waste of time. Yeah, okay. Torvash, staying here overnight. He's not going to vote anyway.
Hubris is leaving. Because I assume it's like flash back to time period, you know? Because Kronk and Ghost are still out doing their thing. So Hubris is leaving like at an earlier time.
You would actually be leaving at a later time because you took a short rest while inside.
True. Okay, cool.
Yep.
He'd be leaving when Ghost through the bath.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Torvash, you are spending the night there. Hubris, you are making your way back. Kronk, you are waiting in the bedroom for Ghost currently. And Ghost, you are currently in the bath. And you are just kind of enjoying yourself, making sure to just get the full healing benefits of this tub. And that is
essential oils.
Yes, of these essential oils, not slimy. And after about 15 minutes, that's when you just hear a nice.
Woo! Oh, hey. She kind of like sits up a little bit in the
Yeah. And Zaraj just kind of steps out of the shadows.
I must say I'm not prepared for round 2 just yet. What's up? No, she doesn't say that. Sorry. That was Gwen.
Hey.
How can I be of service?
And he says, well, I was hoping to get a little bit of good luck before going out on my mission tonight, but seems you're just not in the mood, so.
As she kind of like sits up and shows all of this like scar marks from the blades that have gone across her this evening.
Mm-hmm.
The mind is willing, but the body is not.
He just kind of like squints his eyes at you, and he puts a hand out and just rests it onto your shoulder. And he is actually going to cast a healing spell into you.
Ooh!
Get yourself a man who can do both.
Yeah, right? Get yourself...
And he is going to heal you for 12 points.
Oh. Oh. And like the cuts kind of start to close and the bruising from before is starting to heal. Oh, that was lovely. Thank you.
No problem.
What did you have in mind?
And he is just going to smile very widely at you. Fade to black. Hubris, you are walking through the blizzard on your way home. I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. 15.
Okay, so 15 is fine for your first 10 minutes of walk as you begin making your way back. Make another Constitution save.
10.
All right. At this point, you actually are beginning to feel even more fatigued, so you gain a second level of exhaustion.
Cool.
And you, like, as you cough, you feel your body like intensely shaking as you do.
Yeah. He's just gonna wipe some blood from his mouth and just try and power through the last 10 minutes.
Okay. Make another Constitution save. And this is actually going to be a little bit longer because at the second level of exhaustion, your speed is halved.
Oh, that's fun. And that's very apt. 8.
Okay. So, you are now on your third level, reaching the house. I would like for you to make a perception check.
Wow. 15.
Okay. So with your 15, as you begin making your way towards the stairs, you actually see what looks to be with like kind of coming out of a window in the top part of your house is just this very tall figure with what looks to be a large bow over its back, who then climbs up onto your roof, and you.
Is he coming in or out?
He's coming out. He's
All right.
leaving at this point.
Were they very quiet? Because I'm just sitting there. If I hear anything like last night, I there will be a scene.
I'm thinking probably not a lot of noise, because if it's a good luck, it's probably not going to be a lot of physicalness on.
Okay, I just wanted.
Yes.
I just did not like I said. I'm just sitting, and if I hear grunts, groans, or thumps or smashes,
Just a bunch of shit breaking.
I mean,
That's what
you
I
might
mean.
hear like a one groan
all right. Well,
or a couple groans, but not like.
just saying, if I hear anything, that would be a different story.
Okay.
Here, tell you what. A 12 there. Roll a stealth check.
You will have advantage.
That's fine. Because they're trying.
Yep.
Sorry, I was muted. That's a dirty 20. A very dirty 20.
God damn it. So yeah, Hubris, as you are coming up to the house, you just see this tall figure leaving from the second story window of your building, and then you see them scale onto the roof and just begin moving away. Very quickly, it would seem.
Yeah, he gets into the foyer, drops his. Well, no, he's gonna walk up as he gets to the top stair.
And as you look up, you see Victor actually poke his head out from where your room is.
Hey, bud, how's your evening?
And he just holds up a book and then puts it back and like pulls it back into the room.
Oh, I also wanted to speak with you two tonight. Remember when we said that we would help you get north?
Nods.
Yeah. We're gonna need a piece of you to take back to the guild.
Just tilts its head, and then you see its body stand up and then begins actually coming towards you.
You see, my plan was, once we get you northward, bring that piece back to the guild, say that you kind of went berserk and we had to destroy you. Nothing left besides this. Get them off your tail.
And he'll just lean down and kind of like pick you up. Not fully, but he just kind of like puts your shoulder over him.
Okay. Yeah.
And then walks you into your room and just kind of looks around. And then just sees the chair and just walks over and sets you into chair.
So,
Then he holds up a finger to you and then walks over to your copy of Frankenstein and then pulls it over and does the same to you, where he points to the name Victor in the book.
that's a very tragic name. You know that, right?
And it just, on like, no emotion shared, like, from it looking at you.
He just reaches up and pats him on the face. All right, Victor.
And then you see it actually will like hold the book close to itself.
Take that with you when you go northward.
And it just nods.
Yeah. Hey, Liv, could you tell Kronk and Ghost I'm home?
And you kind of say that, and Victor opens up the book again and points to the name Victor.
No, we have a friend here who's named Lift. He's invisible. He likes to be around.
And at that turns
The
several.
candles floated into the room.
He
by the
turns
way.
several pages into the book and then holds it up and then points to another word inside. And as you look, it says joke.
No, you seriously haven't
He was telling you a joke. How cute.
Oh. You know, if I could move my limbs, I would hug you.
And he just closes the book and then hugs it close to itself.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna
then
spend the next
just-
couple of minutes just like trying to warm up.
And then he just walks over and sits down in his little spot that he's made, surrounded by books, and he just continues to read. And you can hear the just a of the clockwork faintly coming from him. Kronk, you definitely have heard Hubris come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I didn't hear him like collapse or something,
You would have heard him collapse onto the floor when he first got in.
Oh, well then I probably would have at least looked out.
Yeah,
And-
you guys are on separate floors because it's a 3-floored house, and Hubris is on the bottom. Yours is on 2nd floor.
Okay.
Or yours is on 3rd floor, his is on 2nd.
Okay. Well then I probably wouldn't have. So. Okay.
Yep. So then, Ghost, you finish with your bath.
I wrap my robe and I have my hair up in like a little cute bunny bun. Where's the bathroom?
The bathroom is... I believe there is one in the room with the bath.
No, where's the bath?
Oh. There is the room with the bath as the
Yeah.
actual bathroom, not a privy.
Privy,
Got
yeah.
it.
This is D&D. It's implied that characters go to the bathroom.
So you guys have... There were 2 baths. There was one in the master bedroom, and then there was another in the bedroom across the way that I believe you guys had just kind of turned into an all-purpose room. So
Yeah.
it was actually down the way. So if you go through the L-shaped room, and then come back out into the hallway, then it's maybe like 15 feet to get to the next door.
Okay. Like, is it on the 3rd floor or the 2nd floor?
This is on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Okay. Does Liff come and let us know?
Yeah. So, as you are kind of drying off and finishing like primping yourself a little bit before coming back out, you just had a nice fantastical bath, and you actually hear the sound a kind of like a knocking noise that doesn't seem to have be knocking on something directly.
Liv?
And then you see on the window that has been fogged from your bath the depiction of a little horned person, but that is missing one of its horns.
Oh. You've updated your drawing. Does that mean he is home?
And it
Knock
draws...
once, but yes.
And it knocks once.
All right. Is he dead?
And it draws a smiling face inside of the horned individual's depiction.
Fabulous. I'm gonna walk over to our room and I'm gonna look in, and Kronk's just sitting there.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Didn't know what jammies we were wearing.
Oh, well, the red one is ripped, so probably the coon ones.
All right. And he gets up and goes over to the dresser,
Mm-hmm.
starts getting out the raccoon jammies.
You know that you don't have to wear the same jammies as I do.
It's just easier that way.
All right, fair enough. Has Torvash come home? Did you hear him?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to just speak to Hubris. Do you need to talk to him about anything?
Nope.
All right. Are you just going to sit there all night, or is there something you wanted to do?
Is it bedtime? I mean, or is it still too
It's
early
like
to go?
9:30, 9:45 at this point, closer to 10.
I guess he'll walk back out in the hall and walk down over by Wolf's room and pull the great axe out of the floor and take it down into the fight club and put it on the wall.
Okay.
And I guess that I would say, I'm gonna go take care of something.
All right.
And he walks out, and then you see him coming back with the
with that giant cleaver he had taken, procured
in his raccoon jammies, of course.
I love it.
Do your raccoon jammies have tails on the back?
Oh, and the ears.
Yes,
the hood.
they're like kigurumis.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes, this is what I needed. Okay.
Except for they're like fucking huge because he's 8 foot tall.
That's why it's amazing.
Well, I'm going to check on Hubris then. And I'll go down to his room, knock on the door.
And Victor opens up the door.
Hello, Victor.
Wait, Victor, and like, Hubris is probably shirtless.
Hello.
Hi.
Victor just looks at you, Hubris. Then looks at Ghost. Just pulls the door open more and extends its arm.
I'll walk in. Are you all right?
Frozen, but I'll live.
Did you find out any information?
Yeah. Bastard was working for Rabaz.
Oh. Yes, it seems that the Zens might have split into 2 factions.
Yeah. Torvash stayed behind. Probably gonna try to interrogate him some more.
You walked home by yourself.
I'm a big boy. Yeah, I could do that.
She's gonna walk over and put her hand on his chest.
He is icy cold still.
Yeah, that was smart.
And as your hand is on his chest, you can actually feel almost like a rattling when he inhales. Because he's got shit in his lungs.
Why don't you... I can reheat the bath upstairs. I just got done. She's still in her robe.
She smells of lavender.
Huh. Nice.
And shame. Just a little.
She's
Oh,
glowing.
exactly
for sure.
like Wolf. Lavender and shame.
I miss Wolf. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. It's fine.
All right.
So listen. I've been giving it a lot of thought recently.
What?
You know, that night in jail, that sounds so weird. We were talking.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think are we? As in
I.
you and I, yes.
We're partners?
Fair.
Part of a team? No good?
Right. So, you know, surprising it as it may be, after all you said not to lie to you anymore, you know I'm infatuated by you, right?
I had gathered.
Yeah. I was thinking, could we be something more than just partners? Is it too out of left field at this point?
Why are you infatuated with me?
That's where I did a lot of the thinking. And honestly, I came up with, you're very driven. And that's a really good attribute. You know how to get things done. You're also very smart and attractive. A complete package, as they say. Though you do kind of sometimes come off as cruel, you have your kind sides.
I don't just come off as cruel, Hubris. You understand that, right?
Manipulative. Yeah.
Do you remember when we first met? I told you guys that you can name me what you wanted, and Wolf named me Ghost.
Right.
Do you want to know what my name was before that?
It was Kai, wasn't it?
No. Other people have named me before.
Okay.
It was Levev Noir, which means the Black Widow.
Huh. Oh.
The group I was running with, it was my job to find men, to seduce them and make them fall madly in love with me. And then I would take everything from them and leave behind a hollow slump of a man. I'm driven and I have other attributes, but I am selfish. And I don't want to hurt you. And I know that how I am, what I do can be painful to others.
I mean, I guess that's just what makes you, you, as cliche as it sounds, right? Listen. Oh,
I'm not going to change.
and that's fine.
I'm going to keep killing people. I have a list. It's getting longer by the day.
I wrote out some pros and cons about dating me, or whatever you want to do. 1, I'll support you no matter what you do. And it's not just a shoulder to cry on. You point me in the direction of someone and I'll kill them. In all my years training as a thief, in these last couple of months, I have found out I am exceptionally good at killing people, which blows my mind. Like, I've trained to pick locks, pick pockets, lie to people for money, and the easiest thing to do was a pull of the trigger. Hey, point number 2. If you're not into non-committal relationships, I'm terminally ill, so sorry, that's a bad joke.
I thought you said it wasn't terminal.
I don't know if it's terminal or not. My mother disappeared one day, never came back. So it's up in the air.
Were there just 2?
I don't know why I left that notebook. It's somewhere in my room. Victor, did you read it? I had more, but I think it's being a dead horse at this point.
I've never been approached in this manner when someone didn't try to change me or save me or fix me.
That's kind of the point, though. If I tried to change you, you wouldn't be the woman I fell in love with.
That's a good point, I guess.
I just feel like I can go places when I'm with you.
Give me time.
Okay.
I have a lot to think about. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Hold on, let me actually read what this does. No, he's not fine. He's just gonna start staggering to the bath.
She's just gonna throw him over her shoulder.
Every time with you people, can you just offer an arm or something?
It's just easier this way.
This is so humiliating.
He wasn't okay.
No, of course he wasn't.
I can walk. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I carry him up the stairs. And then I'm gonna put him in the bathtub and start warming it up a little bit. And as I walk out the door, I'm just gonna say, you do understand that physically I would probably really hurt you.
Oh, love, who says I'm not into that?
Fair enough. And I close the door.
I kinda am not, but...
But you're willing to try.
That's the part that counts.
Ghost is gonna go back to her room, put on her jammies, and just kind of sit on the end of the bed.
Okay. Well, you stopped, so Kronk's already in there.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
So, Throsh stopped by. And then after that, Hubris came home and he told me about his feelings for me, and he said he didn't want me to change, which is new for me.
That's a good thing, though, right?
Right.
The both of you hear a popping noise as you see a bottle of wine is getting poured into two different cups. You're assuming
GB
lifts
as a player is all excited, but Kronk doesn't freak out or anything. He's
Girl
just
talk.
Lift's nightly ritual is feed Kronk booze until he goes to sleep. That is Lift's job at night. So it is getting close to Lift, like what Lift usually assumes is Kronk's bedtime. So he brought up booze.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of been like waiting with Kronk. So when you guys are getting into some heavy shit, you just
pours it.
pours it
It's
into two
awesome.
cups this time.
Too awesome.
I don't know. I know what I'm like. Like inside. And I just feel like at some point I am going to break his heart, and I don't want to do that.
Because you're... Why?
Because I am the way I am. I'm crazy and fickle and all of that.
So you're not going to take the chance and break his heart anyway.
Well, if I let him down now, it at least will be less painful.
For him or you?
Why are you so intelligent, Kronk?
His face is stone. He's looking at you like, I mean, obviously you got something going with Zaraj, but that sort of thing's never worked out before.
Well, it doesn't have to work out. It just has to be fine.
So, here's the thing. He snuck into our house
Yes.
and skull face, all the muscles in his face get like tense. But that ain't right.
Well, I don't think it wasn't malicious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was looking for me, right?
This time.
You know, I didn't want to start the manipulation part this early, but maybe I should find out a few things from him. But for now, jammy time.
Yeah. You guys just enjoy your evening drinks while hanging out in your raccoon jammies. Hubris, you just kind of feel like you're dying in your chair. And Victor is there to just kind of do things if you need him to. Other than that, he is just going to sit and read books.
Yeah, if he's just sitting there reading books, Hubris just focuses in on the clockwork. Just passes out.
Okay. And Torvash, you are also just kind of making yourself at home in the Zenslayer and going to sleep.
I'm picturing I'm on a recliner, plate of bacon on my lap, passed out, snoring.
Yeah.
You know, sunglasses in one hand, just kind of hanging there. Just.
Yep. I want you.
The other guy, we tied his arms. I tied his hands and his feet together, so he's kind of like hog tied on the ground. So I'm not concerned about him moving at all.
Okay. All right. So all of your guys' nights goes by uneventfully, and you wake up with all of your hit points, one level of exhaustion lighter, as well as all of your spell slots have been restored. And Torvash, as you kind of stir in the morning, it's gotten very cold in this house. As you can see that the fire actually died sometime while you were asleep. And when you open your eyes again and look over at this figure that you were planning on doing a mind detection spell on, you can see that there is just a pool of blood from their mouth.
Did he die on me in the middle of the night?
And as you go to check, you see that it seems like he has bitten his own tongue.
Oh, I don't need that.
No, like he drowned on his own blood overnight.
You son of a fucking... Oh. You're lucky you're not alive, or else...
Or else what? All right. And with Torvash being pissed, that is where we will go into our first break of the evening. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody who has stopped by and stuck with us so far as we continue our fun adventure in the streets of Waterdeep, where, man, I need a bunch of popcorn every week, I feel like, to just sit back and be like, no, tell me more. This is delicious. But we are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes as we go use the bathroom, get some food, get a few things that we usually do during our breaks. But we are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place, and we will see you guys soon. All right, everybody. Be right back. And we are back once again from our break. So, I don't know why I was doing that voice, but it was fun at the time. So, we are going to pick up where we left off with Torvash realizing that this man would rather die than let you mind scan him like you said you were going to the day prior after you had a long rest.
Hindsight, probably shouldn't have said that. But didn't think he'd kill himself. So in my frustration and anger, I'm going to cast a Thunderwave level 1.
Okay. Yeah, so you just cast...
fuck up this house.
Yeah, no, and so you send a lot of the chairs and furniture just flying. You see that there was a shelf that didn't have a whole lot of stuff on it. If anything, it looked more like a utility shelf. As you see that there are just bits and pieces of what look to be like carpenter's tools that just kind of fall off. And as you kind of take a quicker inspection on these carpenter's tools, you can see that there is some dried blood on them. They probably have never been used for carpentry.
I could just leave them. I could just go back to my house. They don't know where I live. Like, I could just get away now. They've killed people. Now's my chance. But it is a lot of money. Let's go back.
Okay. So, Torvash, you begin making your way, and when you open up the door, you can see that the blizzard is kept up all night. It has not stopped. It is very thick snowdrifts now. It is taking you quite some time to just kind of like trudge through it until you can get to the main thoroughfare. And when you do, that's around the time that you see that the snow has actually been kind of packed down from popular travel, and a lot of people are just making little pathways for themselves. So it doesn't take you too long to actually get back onto the high road and then find your way back to your friends' house, Trollskull Manor.
Friends,
yeah.
Acquaintances,
yes.
Okay?
Your acquaintances that let you crash there sometimes. Hubris, you wake up and Victor is actually at your desk. He seems to have rifled through your things during the night, and he actually has what look to be tinkering parts in front of him.
What you doing there?
And he looks at you and picks up a piece of paper and then hands it to you. And it has written on it, I want to be like the man in the book. I want to make things.
Like sentient things, or do you want to just create?
And it is a dead stare look at you. And then he just moves his head back and begins to work on the little project that he's been working on.
Victor, do you know what happens to the Victor in that book?
Just no response.
Hubris shakes his head.
Okay. Kronk, did you wake up to go do your morning ritual?
I would assume.
Okay.
And unless
it's a special day.
Yeah, unless it's a special day.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So Hubris, yeah, as you walk outside of your room, you actually begin to kind of make your way. Are you going to the main sitting area upstairs, or what does your morning look like?
He's gonna wash up, probably get dressed, and then start heading down.
Okay. So as you go into the main room that previously had been used as your sparring chamber. Yep.
Second question. if I touch where my horn is it still ice?
It has kind of created this solid sheet of ice where it was. It doesn't come up to a horn point, but it is flat, so it's no longer exposed bone.
If I run some hot water under it, does it like start to melt or does it just stay?
It just stays.
That's concerning. Walks out.
Yeah, and as you are walking on your way out, you turn around the corner to go into this greeting room, and you see in his almost 8 foot tall glory, the naked behind of Kronk Gorblatz, currently in a statuesque position.
Morning, Kronk.
Ghost walks out of the room. Good morning, Hubris.
Good morning.
Oh, it's Naked Statue Day. Looking good, buddy. I
What?
smack him on the ass.
Naked what?
He's just... He likes to oil himself up and pretend to be a statue, see how long he can hold his breath for.
He's not
He's not breathing.
Nope.
I just look back and forth. It's like Kronk's ass. Ghost. Kronk's ass. Ghost.
You do see he has a massive tattoo that goes from like the top of his back, where his back turns into neck, all the way down to basically his butt cheeks. It's a great sword, and there's cobwebs amongst it, and there's a spider on the sword itself.
Metal as fuck. Keep up the good job, big guy. Slaps him on the ass and walks downstairs.
Your hand is covered in a little bit of oil.
Essential oils, not slimy.
Slimy, that's right. I need a boomerang for Tuesday nights, so we make a call Monday slash the boomerang. Yeah, and minutes go by, and then after 4 or 5 minutes, he changes positions and just stays there for another 4 or 5 minutes.
Just gonna clean my hand with prestidigitation.
And you go to snap, and it takes you a little bit because your hand is just covered in oil.
Hubris, as we get down to the second level. Our talk last night.
Yes.
I'm sleeping with Sarash.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not going out, so sure. Okay. The person that I wish to be with is currently sleeping with another person, and that does kind of tick me off, but we are not in a committed relationship, so sexual positivity, bang who you wish.
If we did go out, this might be a thing.
Are you doing it for that whole manipulation thing, or is it
Fun? Bit of column A, bit of column B, as you would say.
let's call it an open relationship?
What would that mean? I mean, we're already living together. I don't
know. This is a very weird situation for me as well.
We'll put a pin in it.
Let's put a pin on it.
All right.
Okay.
And are you guys going downstairs outside?
No, I'm going to go up and hang out with Kronk because I don't want to let the awkward conversation walk.
Mm-hmm.
Walks into the bar.
Okay. As you are actually coming out of the bar, that is when you see Torvash just rightly pissed off, just looking like he is steaming, walking through the snow, just very dedicatedly and very poignantly coming straight towards you.
Snow's melting as I walk. I'm that pissed.
Good morning, Starshine. Could you take a lap around the house?
Fuck off.
Hubris walks inside.
I'm gonna go upstairs, and if I see naked Kronk, I'm just like, no, fuck this shit. Wrong place.
Who's on the third story? You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not dealing with naked fucking puzzle man. It's like the third day with you guys, and now this guy's just standing there covered in oil, naked.
All right, so you're going upstairs to go to your room.
I've got to find Ghost, find out what happened.
Okay.
Because my lead's gone.
Oh yeah, no. Then I am sitting just looking at Kronk, not just. Yes, no, I like this pose. It's very nice. Like.
Do you have a sketch pad out to practice?
No, I'm just taking mental notes.
He's not going to talk, and he's not going to breathe, so
No.
It's not a conversation.
It's more like she's just drinking coffee, and he's like the furniture.
Are you telling him that you're timing him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll time you. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And after 4 or 5 minutes, switches.
Ooh, very nice. That was a record.
And Torvash, that is what you hear walking up the stairs.
Is this shit?
It's a naked statue day. How was your night? It's only once a month. Don't worry.
So why was Hubris shocked if it's once a month?
We haven't lived together for more than a month. GB, you can breathe.
I'm a method actor. I'm going to hold my breath for 4 minutes.
I'm pretty sure Twitch would flag us if you died. Fairly certain.
All right.
I bit his tongue off so he wouldn't talk to me and drowned in his own blood.
You bit his tongue off?
He bit his own tongue off.
Mm.
Then we started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pussy. Gave up.
Yes.
So I may have trashed that place a little bit.
That's all right.
Okay. No, it's not. And I kind of killed someone, which I feel bad.
Oh, she kind of stands up and she walks over to him and then hugs him. It's okay.
What are you
And then
doing?
she leans back. Do you feel better now?
No.
All right.
Where's the stone?
I didn't get the stone. It was handed off, but I know to whom.
Who?
A lady and a gentleman.
Because there's none of those around.
Foucault. Does that name ring a bell to you?
Does that name ring a bell for me?
Make a history check.
Come on, die rolling. 11.
The name sounds kindly a little familiar, but you've also met a lot of people only once within the last several days. So a lot of names are just kind of bleeding together.
South. I think we should.
I can track the envelope.
Oh, you can?
Kind of like Hubris with its little robot finder.
Wow.
But just my brain.
Aren't you ever the useful one?
Yes.
Good.
Like, obviously.
Right.
He switches.
I'm gonna go somewhere else apart from.
Just don't look at it. If you look directly into it, you'll probably get stuck.
You guys are fucking messed up.
You killed someone.
That's Hubris' fault. I told him not to untie him.
You can say that as much as you'd like. I believe you.
What happened to the person you were chasing?
I killed them. Well, technically Kronk killed them. Do you want to hear about the family I killed a long time ago?
Please, no.
Okay.
No. I'm just gonna walk. No. And as I'm walking downstairs, I'm just gonna mutter to myself, "You could have left. You had a chance. You could have done that." Oh, do you want to hear about the family I killed ages ago? Oh, it went last week. I don't know. Could be.
And did Ashley talk to Torvash at all? I mean, he slept, right?
He did, but she remained deadly quiet during that time.
Is that odd?
We had nothing new to talk about. I had no questions asked. She couldn't. I was exhausted. I had used every spell slot and inspiration I had. So, yeah.
So I'll go downstairs to the kitchen for breakfast. And now I just assume that breakfast is ready since Torvash is back. And it's not.
Oh, no.
I'm sad.
You can cook your own breakfast.
I will.
Make a
There's bacon,
survival
sausage.
check.
Survival check. Is it Fae Fiend or undead? Connor. 22.
Okay. Ghost makes a mean breakfast.
I
I'll
make
take a
enough
Fae
for
or a Fiend breakfast if I have my choice.
Are these deviled eggs? I get double proficiency on deviled eggs.
Exactly. Exactly.
She want to make an angel cake.
For breakfast? Ugh.
Torvash, apart from the bacon, like that one breakfast and the only food he had last night, has always been the sweets. It's like cupcakes, brownies, scones, like dessert stuff. Let's go.
This is a very like hunter's breakfast where it's like eggs and bacon, and if we have bread, maybe some toast. But it tastes good.
Yeah.
It's just not a lot of variety.
You utilize the spices well.
Spice? Just spice? Spice?
Spice? Gentlemen, do we have a plan for the day?
Pack this envelope down because you lost it. Oh, you're alive, Hubris. Hi.
No, he's in the fight pit.
Oh. So I'm just talking to Torvash. I say, gentlemen, to the room. It's just you. You're like, all right, well, I guess we just wait for everyone else to be done. Kronk should be done in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
It's naked statue morning.
Well, yes. It used to be all day, but then he got hungry and started rampaging one time, so I just said morning. We've been together for a while.
She could have left Torvash. She could have just kept walking.
So tell me about yourself. And she gives him the fluttery eyes. Where are you from? What do you like?
I'm a wandering magician.
I thought you were a lawyer.
I'm also a doctor. And a
Awesome.
Boilermaker.
Lovely. Anyone special in your life?
Whenever I walk past a mirror, I see myself, so that's pretty special.
Fucking Barnes. Well, I'm very happy for you. Do you have a preference as far as companions?
Torvash. Depends. How much danger am I in? Because that determines how hard I'm going to try to get out of it. And if I've got a wink, if I have to seduce some half-orc so I don't die, I'm going to seduce a half-orc so I don't die.
I think you and I have more in common than you think.
you killed a family and you live with a person who, as far as I know, has eaten a person before, okay? Who's upstairs, covered in oil, naked. You have a dead body barricaded in a room, and you got a guy which coughs up frozen blood when it's cold, who still walked outside in the middle of a blizzard after I told him not to.
If it makes
We're
you feel
nothing alike.
The family that I killed them because my family was killed. So, according to my god, tit for tat.
When did you get this god?
Recently.
How recent did you kill this family?
3 years ago.
So before you found God, you had murdered a family because of a decision. I'm assuming one person in that family made the decision.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just taking the one person, you're like, fuck it, you're guilty by association.
Well, no, it was more of a, I would like to torture this person more. I was not cruel. I killed the child in his sleep, and the wife I did quickly. Because if you leave people behind, there are people to avenge. Hence, and she points to herself. But don't worry, I like you. Yes, Hubris?
Petition to have a shirt with a Phantom 4 on it, but instead of the text will say, the monsters are the ones we make along the way.
Yep. We'll get that variant. Don't you worry.
Cool.
Okay, so Torvash wants to cast Detect Thoughts because he wants to find out more about exactly how much evil shit Ghost has done.
Please do.
Okay. So first off, it's just, assuming I just get the surface thought, so it would be that family you killed.
That's what she's thinking about now,
yeah.
probably.
How you killed them?
Mm-hmm. She wasn't lying.
Okay, if I try to probe
what components does Detect Thoughts have?
1 copper piece.
Okay. Does it have verbal components and somatic components?
Yes.
All right.
So Ghost clearly sees me just go, the fuck is in your mind?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
The tattoos appear, the eyes glow,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just straight up, oh fuck.
And
That's
Ghost
messed up. What
just
you did
looks-
to that kid.
Actually, it was really, I mean, as far as like murdering a child goes, she did it very as humanely as possible, okay? She's not a good person, guys.
We know this. Torvash now knows this.
If he's in my head, I am going to try to relive the night that I saw my mother die.
Okay. Yeah, so Torvash, as you focus on Ghost's surface thoughts, Ghost, what did that look like for you?
So it's just darkness, and then there's a slat because she was in the floorboards, and you can see her a full-grown shifter having her body against the door. And you can feel hands gripping my hands of my sister, and we're just silent under the floorboards as the door gets kicked in, and there are 3 priests standing there, and they start to chant their mantra and kill my mother. And then like it goes black, and then you can see white light, like moonlight coming through the slat, and it's just the hands are still grasped and it's freezing, and the slat gets moved out, and she proceeds to, well, the vision proceeds to walk around this house, this small house, where there are two adult men, shifters, and 4 children, and the mother just brutally murdered.
Welcome to Tuesday nights.
And then I'm going to show him an image of me and Zarash.
Nice.
Are you finished? And she's just looking him dead in the eyes. I could go on.
Almost. Go on. Let's probe deeper. Let's try and get into her inner fears. Let's try and find the real ghost.
Okay. Are you going... this would require a saving throw.
You don't know exactly what I'm going for. You just know I'm trying to
Right.
dig deeper in.
Yeah. What's the, what?
It's a wisdom of... I think it's 15. Yes.
I rolled a 14, and I have +6. The door closes. If you want more, you'll have to come back. She winks at him. Or blinks. You don't know. She's got one flame eye.
You can tell with like the slight tilt of the head
Yeah.
that it was meant as a wink. And Kronk, that's about the time that you come into the downstairs area. And Hubris, how long are you planning on practicing your martial abilities?
Oh, he's testing out the extent of the the pack boon, transforming the ice form into different things. I'm also gonna cast Mage Armor for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. And then come up after an hour if no one.
Question to Ghost. Was it last night or the night before session with Siraj?
The night before.
Torvash is going to, in your mind, go to you going, if you tied the knot this way, it's a lot more stable.
I wasn't tying knots. I was being tied.
But just so
Hubris,
you
that's
know,
about the time that you pop up from under the floorboard, coming up after having spent your hour practicing your weapon.
But noted. Maybe you can show me some time.
you don't have the money.
Right.
Breakfast?
Oh shit. Hubris like just goes into his money pouch and starts doing math on the table because I need to pay my employees and buy stock.
Mm-hmm.
Your employees are all arrested.
That's true. We should probably look into that.
Yeah.
Kronk is looking around for a big pile of
I
breakfast.
have one employee who wasn't arrested.
I made breakfast.
Oh, you did? Okay, for all of us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then Kronk sits down or holds himself lightly on the chair and proceeds to eat.
You've had a
Question.
breakfast like this many times before.
Oh, yeah. It's...
Did Kronk get dressed?
Yes. Yep. He's got his...
I was hoping no.
Are you still covered in oil?
No. He did the Roman towel, the basically scrape bar, and then probably washed off in the tub after he scraped the oil away.
Where's your robot friend?
Last I checked, he was in my room tinkering away. And I look over to Ghost tinkering away.
What? Wait, he's what?
Tinkering.
Why?
Said he wanted to create.
Oh, I thought maybe you meant he was peeing in your room.
That's tinkling. I don't think they built that function. That'd be weird.
There's an upgrade.
That's a downgrade. We're not getting into this.
Really depends what you're into. Could be an upgrade.
Torvash, would you mind going and asking him what he's trying to create, whether it's sentient or not?
Okay.
Thanks,
Guess
you
I'm
and
off to
Dom.
go be fucking translator.
Mm-hmm.
As
And
I
as
walk
you-
out the bar, it's still, I could just keep walking.
As soon as he I hear the door open and close, we might have to kill him.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I want to, but it's a possibility that we might need to. He knows a lot now.
About what?
Me?
Oh.
Oh, did he get in your head?
Mm-hmm. I let him in.
Sorry,
No. What?
my brain went to John Mulaney. If she's seen my dick and met my parents, she needs to die. That's your prerogative, I guess. Not in the bar. That lowers the value.
Mm-hmm.
Do it at Froon's.
Why?
Frame him. Duh.
Oh, Froon? Oh, yeah.
Who do you think I said?
Fala. I don't know why.
No.
That's where I went in my head.
Fala is one of the
Torvash on the brain.
Fala is one of the people I actually like in this little alley.
Mm. You said something about 48 hours. Or you said something about tonight. Are we doing something tonight?
Is it tonight?
If you said 48 hours, then it's tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was gonna be a little bit of a surprise, but
And it can still be a surprise. I just need to know if we have plans.
oh, we definitely have plans. If do I know Zarash? Yeah, Zarash visited.
Last night?
I don't think. I
I
don't.
saw him leave.
No, I didn't say.
I saw him leave.
You saw a figure
Oh.
leave.
Oh, I saw a figure leave.
With a
know,
massive
giant
longbow.
bow.
How many people with a massive longbow do
I
you
know. Yeah, if he, we've got plans tonight.
All right. What time do we need to be back by?
I don't know. Did I ever give Zaraj a time frame?
You said 48 hours, and he was taking that from when you asked him.
Probably sometime later tonight. It could be it's over at my old place.
Oh. You mean the empty room?
Yeah. It might get a little weird.
I think we all know I'm okay with that. Look at Kronk. Oh, speaking of.
Yeah.
I pull out the whip that I pulled off that girl last night. Could you have use for this?
Yeah, kinky.
I thought you might like it.
Takes it. Is it any different from the whip I have?
No.
Dual wielding.
Dual wield whips.
I've seen it.
Souvenir. Pockets it.
All right.
You do know you're not supposed to actually use a bullwhip, right?
You can use it for tying someone up.
Not true.
All right, and that is when we are going to cut back to Torvash, who is walking upstairs trying to find Victor.
Did I recognize that mantra the priest was saying in Ghost Memory?
Make a history check.
That is a 15.
Okay. What would it be if it was a religion check?
15.
Okay. So you haven't heard this mantra before? Like, you recognize the symbols that were on the people's chests as being some sort of sun deity. But as far as what they were saying, you haven't heard anything like that before.
Okay.
So yeah, you go upstairs, and then you go towards Hubris's room, where he had said that your Nimblewright friend was currently tinkering away.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. I'm so glad you're back. And Victor just turns towards you.
Is that because the others are kind of freaky?
Without you, I cannot talk to them.
Yeah, I would probably not talk to them even if I could and had the option, to be honest.
Why?
they kill people quite easily. The big guy, I'm pretty certain, has eaten someone. And Ghost has murdered a family and a young kid.
That's not good.
I know, right? So, I hear you tinkering.
Yes.
What are we building?
A friend.
What's it do? Does it get butter?
It flies.
Flies? Like, carry people? Or...
And Nim kind of holds up what looks to be the makings of a bird.
Is it going to be sentient? Do you know how to make things sentient?
No.
So it's not going to be sentient.
Shakes his head.
I'm going to inspire him to help him finish building this bird because I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
Can it hurt people?
No.
Okay. Probably should have checked that before I inspired him, but... Have you got a name yet? Because I don't know your name.
You can call me Victor.
Okay, Victor. Yeah, the others, they just wanted me to come up and see what you were building.
A friend.
Do you have anything else you're going to build in the future?
Not
Any
right
plans? You will let me know, though, right?
now. Nods.
No need to let the others know because they may kill it. Yeah. Just keep watch and listen, okay? If you
No.
hear anything interesting, let me know because I don't know how much we can trust these people.
Hubris is trustworthy. He gave me something.
He killed a person after I had them paralyzed, okay? He tried to, and he was going to kill them when they were tied up.
People die all the time.
Yeah, but not generally because someone's stabbing them.
No. But
Just
sometimes it is the weather. It is other people.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He
Be
gave
careful.
me a book. And he just leans over and shows you his copy of Frankenstein. I have never received things before.
Excuse me, I'm pretty certain I mended and cleaned you up.
You fixed me, yes.
Yeah,
But he
I
gave me
you
a gift.
healthy body. I don't have anything I can give you. Do you want some sausages? You can't eat. Stupid question. I'll give him 3 of my candles so I can continue reading at night time. Because I don't think he sleeps.
And he looks at them and just, thank you.
You know, I gave you 3 things to choose as 1. Yeah.
And he just,
So I'll let the others know that you're just building a little bird that is not sentient, does not hurt people. Have you named the bird yet?
no.
If you think of a name, let me know and I'll let them know.
Will do. Just nods.
Good chat.
And it nods again and then turns back over and begins working on this bird. Seemingly more inspired now than it was previous.
Well, I'll return to everyone and let them know it is a non-sentient bird that can't hurt people.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to go do that.
That sounds pretty
Hubris
cool.
nods his head.
So you said you can track this package. The stone?
The envelope, I didn't see the stone exactly, but I can track the envelope it was in.
Do I know if she there were no wrappers in her on her person,
No.
right? Okay. It's worth a shot.
Okay, let's see. Let's locate object. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you.
1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we may have to travel until I get a... So does that work? Oh, that's only 10 minutes.
So let's go back, go south of the theater, because it's already in the south. We're close to the south ward.
How's the weather outside looking?
It's clearing up a little bit. Like, your visibility is not as terrible anymore, but there's still a shit ton of snow.
I'm going to look at Hubris.
I'll wear my fucking long johns.
Okay. Just... If you die, you die.
Hubris,
hey.
you're... What?
He whips out his cloak and shows Hubris the gore-stained
There's a
website.
lot of viscera inside this cloak.
Did you guys fold up a body in that or something?
Uh-huh.
The fuck, dude?
Again, Kronk? Really?
Uh-huh.
Again?
You set me up.
You've got to learn how to do your own laundry. I'm not going to be around forever. And snaps it.
Okay.
I so wish I could wipe my memory.
I try snapping in front of his face.
Perhaps
So-
better if we don't go out today.
Listen, that trail is going to get cold.
How tired are you?
I'm right as rain.
I don't even need to do an insight check to know that that's a load of fucking bullshit.
Because now you can see it with D&D Beyond.
Kronk will say, how about the old pig in a blanket?
No.
I'll carry a pack,
No.
wrap him up.
No.
Yep, let's
No.
do that.
You're not yodeling me through these swamps.
This is how, like, if you wrap him this way, he won't be able to move or like fight and struggle and get out.
I hold him down.
Let's just go. Let's wrap him up and let's get this done.
Hubris actually gets really angry. No, like...
Hubris, look at me. And I've got my sunglasses on. Do a save.
No! Do we understand what he's doing?
At this point, he has explained it to you previously.
You don't do that. And I'm going to walk up to him and stand in front of him. Not to us.
If he's going to put up a fight, when we got to track this thing down, I'm going to do what I'm going to have to do to get this done.
You've
The
seen
sooner
in
I
my
get this
mind.
done, the sooner I get away from you guys.
Just give me a moment.
Fine, but
Hubris.
Kronk picks up like all the dishes, kind of grabs them up, and then lumps into the kitchen and like throws them in the sink.
You just hear a clattering sound as dishes are just thrown into the sink.
I'll follow
Yeah.
Kronk,
Hubris,
prestidigitate them clean.
winces.
Do I need to mend any?
You have to mend quite a few of them.
This is not a puzzle, Kronk, so when it's done, don't break it again.
It's all good. And Kronk's looking for more food. Sorry.
You are not well. Perhaps we should go see someone about that?
Fine, but I'm walking there.
Then you are going to be bundled like a little bunny.
Fine. I'm sorry. It's just... Of all the things, I hate to be pitied.
Oh,
So
this
the
isn't-
whole over-the-shoulder thing, even if in jest, it's not gonna fly for long.
You know I'm a lot stronger than you, right?
Yeah. I could put up a fight. Not now, but like, I could put up a fight.
And it would be so cute. And she doesn't say that in like a condescending way. She says it and she like brushes the hair out of your face.
It's a very flat stare, like a not amused.
Where should we go? Who can we talk to? We can't go to Potion Pete anymore. Would this be a potion situation or a Fala situation?
I think I may, at this point, might need some divine intervention.
Ghost kind of puts her fingers together. Well, I don't actually know that many clerics. Would this be this isn't a lesser restoration thing. This is like a greater.
Yes.
That would get very expensive unless someone owes us a favor.
I'll take it easy for today.
Meaning?
Nothing strenuous. I'll bundle up. I'll eat my Wheaties if I have to.
Promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Good. She boops him on the nose and turns around. Guys, are you done?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it takes a minute for each one of these, I guess.
All right. She turns back to Hubris. Got probably 10 minutes. What do you want to do?
I'll finish these later. I want to get away from this group when we're done. My goal is get this gold and get the fuck away from all of you guys, especially after seeing you kill the kid. I'm picturing like Anakin Skywalker with the young Jedis. Floor on fire. And it's
Okay,
like...
to be clear, he was asleep and she did him real fast.
Tap, tap, tap. Hello.
Hubris, remind me during Knight's Courtyard to tell you about a Viking campaign.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Let's go. Continue.
All
on,
right.
sorry.
So, you guys are all situated, getting ready to head out for the day. All right. So, where is the first place that you are going to look and kind of scan around?
Well, the lady said that they were heading south. So probably go like 100 yards south of the theater and 100 feet south of the theater and start
Start a little radar sense and
boop, boop, boop.
you may have to run.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just put Kronk on. Go on Kronk's shoulders.
Kronk, you
I
ready to
feel
run?
ridiculous.
I'm good.
Just
You
like-
run, push stuff out the way. Ghost can look after that.
I will take very good care of him.
You run, make a little... Remember how we got back from the prison?
Oh yeah.
That, okay? You just push people out of the way if you have to.
All right.
I will deal with any repercussions from the law because I'm a lawyer and we got to find this. Plus, she's going to argue with you.
This is
No, I
true.
did hear about one old lady who would put up a fight. Okay?
Yeah, that's
Her
awesome.
reputation is well known to us.
Again, if I had a boomerang. Is the blizzard still happening?
It's lightened. Your visibility is no longer blocked in only 30 feet increments, but there's still a decent amount of snow that has kind of just been packed into the ground.
All right. I guess Kronk would look at Hubris and be like, should I just grab a table? Play snowplow?
Nah.
Are there that many people out?
There's not a whole lot of people out. A lot of
Okay.
people are seeming to stay indoors. There's some that are like out and about because it looks like they have to be. And then you always see small groups of kids that are just sort of playing around in the snow.
Catch the
Hubris just like gives a thumbs down, and then there's like a kid who shoves Hubris from the back, and he's like,
Oh, no. Ghost like just pulls him up, flips him over. Are you all right?
"My ego is bruised."
All right. And I'm just gonna like set him up.
Be prepared to run ahead and we'll leave them behind, Kronk, because we gotta move fast. I got 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I can do that 3 times.
All right.
So I guess we'll go to wherever Ghost said to go first.
Yep. So
And I'm just seeing what I need. A forked twig. They aren't hard to come across, are they?
no, and you would have your spell components on you for things like these. So you just reach into your components pouch and pull out this twig that seems to be split at the end into this Y shape. And you use that, like you focus on that as you cast your spell.
Sit
Sorry,
down.
I was wrong. I can do it 2 times because I detected thoughts earlier.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And
So-
so the two of you just see Kronk and Torvash just start hoofing it, just trudging through the snow. And Torvash, yours isn't like Kronk is definitely using a lot of his like a lot of his leg muscles to just bowl through all of this, but you are like, it's like watching a fox go through the snow where it's very much just up and into each of Kronk's different footprints that he is just leaving behind, and you're just hopping in between footprint to footprint, just making sure to follow through.
And if I sense a different direction, I would just say it straight into Kronk's head. Right, left, straight.
Yeah, you actually don't feel anything out here. Like, you aren't getting a particular sense one way or the other in that 1,000-foot radius.
So we're just going to keep running.
Yep.
And if the snow starts to slow him down, I'm putting him on my back because I'm not inhibited by snow.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Pick me up.
All right.
I don't have any pride. So I don't care about that shit. Pick me up. If I don't have to run, I don't have to run.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's on my back or shoulders, whatever is easiest for him.
Okay.
Like a kid getting a piggyback.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, and you just start hoofing it through this ward, and eventually you end up kind of coming around towards the southern side, or the western side of the south ward, kind of running along the City of the Dead's wall and searching towards area nearish where you think that you were previously. And you don't end up, throughout that 10 minutes, you don't end up getting any kind of sense about one direction or the other for this stone. But you know this, Kronk. You're about 200 feet away from the yawning portal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Did Ghost talk about the events of yesterday, like in detail, chasing the person in?
No, because you just went into the whole talk.
Okay.
So maybe as we're walking, I'll explain.
So, darling, if the ghost remembers every single person he's given a ticket to, why didn't you just ask him?
Ask him what?
The lady gave you descriptors, didn't he? She?
Yes, but I was kind of like almost dead.
Oh. Do you want to pop by the theater?
We'd have to go north again.
And those two knuckleheads don't know. Just a thought.
It's a good thought. Should have thought of that 100, 200 feet ago. And she'll like tuck her arm under his arm if he can bend it.
Yeah, but it's like that. You can't pocket it.
Yeah, the snow is making you guys move at as difficult terrain through this, and then Hubris, with your second level of exhaustion, that is your speed is reduced in half, correct?
Yep.
He is
It's
moving very slow.
It's a nice it's a nice winter walk. Ghost is enjoying it quite a bit. And at some point she will light her gauntlet and like put her hand on the side of his face to like warm him up a little bit. Cuz he's fireproof, right?
He's fireproof. It's
Fire
cold.
resistant.
That's
Fire resistant. I don't get fireproofing until
Ever.
Yep.
says the king of tieflings.
Aw, Beck.
So I'll put it close
Yeah.
Thanks.
so it's warm. Yep.
Yeah, and you guys are just steadily walking through the snow. Torvash and Kronk, you guys have ran the full 10 minutes and did not get a blip.
Is there a pub?
The yawning portal.
Yeah, used to go there all the time. This one.
Ooh.
Let's go there.
All right.
Get a drink. And Ghost did describe the people to us, right? Okay. We'll ask around.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be 5 silver pieces for you to get a drink. And then if you want to spot Kronk, it'll be another 5 silver pieces.
I don't drink, so I'll just buy Kronk a drink.
Okay. And then make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm really good at these because I get advantage on them all the time. Not that I need it because my first roll was a nat 20
Nice.
with a +9, so that's 29.
Sup, bitches?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. No, you, as you are talking around, you see that there are a flock of adoring fans of Kronk Gorblatz that all just kind of flock to him as they haven't seen him in the yawning portal for a while, and all of them are just doing the thing where it's like one will put their hand on his abs, and then just pull it back off, and then they'll be like, "Ooh!" And you'll see that one of the dudes is like massaging his bicep. He's like, "You've really been working out lately. This is amazing." And like they're all just talking to him about his health regimen, and they're off doing a thing, while Kronk is just helping distract the general populace, so that way you can actually get down and do the investigative work. And as you are talking to people, you describe what you know of this person, which is that it is a very unremarkable looking bard with brownish hair. And as you describe this individual to the barkeep, Durnan, he says, "Yeah, no, he came around here a couple times and he was looking for work. Sent him away. His name was Agorn."
And do you know where he lives? Roughly?
I think.
Where I can find him?
Yeah. Last I heard, he was sidled up in a place where I forgot to take a note of for some fucking reason.
Trollskull Manor.
He's in Trollskull Manor, last I heard. No, he is located in Mistshore. It's a neighborhood on the dock ward.
Also, I'll give him, because I'm a tight ass, 5 silver pieces. Because I don't have much gold.
Yeah, he takes your money and says, "All right, well, I mean, normally he drinks in here for free because he draws in such a crowd, but if there's anything you want, you got 5 silver pieces down at the yawning portal."
Shouldn't it be like a gold, seeing how he drinks for free and I already gave 5 for that one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He got his for free. You get 5.
Just give a drink to the next person.
Pay it forward. I like it.
And we're going to have to go, Kronk, so I'm going to try and push people away from him. Be like his manager, his agent, be like, "Come on, he's got to go."
"Oh, but
If
we
you
love Kronk! I miss him so much!" As this human man is just like crying over having not seen Kronk in so long.
Love you guys. Come see us at Spirits. Come see us some other time.
And Durnan kind of like gives you an eye when you start promoting
know.
another bar in his, but as you switch back, he just nods.
I give him the big.
In some people's minds, I will continue that promotion. Spirits and spirits, spirits and spirits, spirits and spirits.
They don't even know what's happening, but they really
just
want to
say-
check out Spirits and Spirits. Really want to check it out.
Love you guys. I'm out.
We did not work out a meeting point for the others, did we?
We were just gonna follow behind you guys. So we were just gonna follow your footprints, and then when you got to where you're gonna get, like, I can track people, so that was you can walk back and find us.
Do we go back and tell them?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Carry hubris at this point.
And I'll raise my arm so you can just pick so. That's what my niece does to me every day. I see her.
You know how to act with somebody that you know can pick you up. Why no uppies yet? Clearly up. So Ghost and Hubris, as you guys are walking along this trudge trail that Kronk has left, after about 10 more minutes, this would be about 20 minutes as you're steadily just walking through, you see just barreling around a corner. How is Kronk carrying Torvash, or how is Torvash riding Kronk?
Sitting on his shoulders.
Okay.
If he's coming running at me,
Playing a tune.
I'm gonna push Hubris aside a little bit, and I'm gonna get like hunker down a little bit, and then when he gets close enough, I'm gonna try and like throw him over my shoulder.
Okay.
Like use the moment, like we've done before, as like the kid thing, like.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even need to push Hubris aside. He's already stepping to the side.
All right, so make an athletics check, Ghost.
You're better at this than I am now.
Kronk, if you see Ghost getting ready to do this, you can totally assist her if you would like.
Yeah. Obviously.
So 22.
Okay, and that's with advantage?
Oh. It's a 22.
Okay. All right. So Torvash, you are on Kronk's shoulders, and then you see Ghost just brace in front of Kronk and bring her hands out.
What? No, what? Kronk? Kronk?
And then as Kronk runs into Ghost, you feel Kronk's body just kind of soar through the air, and you get sent flying.
This is it. This
Kronk
is how
Kronk lands on his back, and the rest of you just hear this poof, as you look over, and you can see that Torvash is currently, like, his top half is in a snowdrift, his legs kind of kicking out.
Hubris
Did
is
my
smiling.
loot break?
No, your loot did not break.
All I'm
Ghost
thinking
is-
to myself is, I should have just kept walking.
Ghost actually smiles, and she is laughing, which she doesn't do.
Kronk will grab him by a leg and pull him out, dust him off, and then stand him upright.
Are you all right, Torvash?
You see his eyes start flickering like he's gonna cast a spell, but he gets his anger under control.
Just prestidigitate him clean. Should have warned you about that. They do that sometimes. Often.
Shut up, Patrick Starfish. I'm assuming you're walking around like a starfish right now.
Like the kid in Christmas Story.
You be nice to him. He's sick. And I nuzzle my
You're all
head
sick.
on his chin.
Varying degrees.
You're all sick beyond helping.
Probably.
Kronk looks insulted and is looking around like,
I'm in peak physical
gonna-
condition.
You eat people.
Torvash, we do what we need to do to survive, and the sooner you put that in your head, the sooner you're going to be a little bit saner for it. Says the starfish.
So I'm gonna go into Ghost's head. He doesn't know that you killed the family, does he?
No.
Well, I know where old mate resides.
Where?
Kronk? Where?
Kronk wasn't paying attention.
Don't dump this on Kronk.
And I wasn't even there. I was over with the adoring fans.
Yes, yes,
Missed
yes.
something.
Was
The
it the
dock
dock
ward.
ward?
Missed
Mist
something.
Shore.
Yes.
The
Hey,
Mist
look.
Shore neighborhood.
Sorry, I got flung off. 7-8 foot tall Goliath flung into the air, flew so many meters or feet because you guys are American and don't use metric.
As we're walking, Torvash, what do you do for fun?
Not kill people.
Yeah,
You
but that
seem to be harping on this. You know that a lot of people have killed a lot of people, right?
Yeah, do you know where they reside? Prison.
or they're king or like
You're not a king.
Or priests,
or priests.
Gladiator.
gladiators.
Well, no, technically speaking, gladiators don't kill other gladiators because it's really hard to fucking train gladiators. So more like maim. Right, big guy?
Gladiators, but you know, boars, bears,
The bourgeoisie.
crocodile. I got crocodile.
Eat those.
And prisoners. Oh, you can slaughter prisoners all you want. Snap them, just like nothing.
See, that's not normal.
We're not very normal, Torvash. I don't know if you've realized this yet.
This was
I'm
started
a-
off as a message job, which is resulted in a let's try and reduce the casualty count as much as possible.
Ooh, sent you to the wrong people.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. And I wonder why she's not talking to me.
Probably because you killed someone.
Oof.
Shut up. Okay, that is not something to joke about. At least I didn't kill a kid in their sleep.
You what?
Things
Oh,
needed
didn't
to
know
be
about
done.
that. Yeah, she killed a kid.
And a wife.
That's who you're hanging out with. Kid murderer, person eater.
Was this like part of your revenge goal? Like
Yes.
brutally?
Oh, it wasn't brutal.
No, I mean like for the guy that was watching it.
Oh, no one was watching it.
No.
No,
He-
she just killed the kid
Yes, I killed him, and then
in front of no one, just herself.
the father came in, saw what was happening, realized his wife was tied up. I made him sit down. I tied him up. I killed his wife, and then I killed him.
That's who you're living with.
But to be fair, that's kind of on brand for her.
Killing kids.
She shrugs.
Let's just get to the dock ward. Let's just find this dude. Let's find the stone, get the money, and part ways.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm not usually doing the killing. I'm usually doing what you're doing. The talking.
Yeah, because they don't like when I do the talking. Happy New Year.
What?
Frosty the Snowman, I got you.
No. Remember what the Happy New Year is where you pop their head off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Frosty the Snowman says happy birthday. My bad.
Yes.
Can I look at you and be like,
As they're walking.
am I in danger with you guys?
Probably.
Oh, hell no.
So,
She can hear.
agreement, we're going to split the money. Then I never have to see you guys again.
Only if you want to.
I'm happy keeping all the money and never see you guys again.
Thanks,
We'd have to kill you for that though.
I said split, and you said whatever you want to. Like if I want to.
Oh, I meant for the never seeing us again. Like you're
Oh
free.
yeah, that's a guaranteed. Like fucking ta-ta. You live in Waterdeep. I'll go other side of the country, and
That's a good question. What should we do with the money when we get it? And then as we walk.
I'm gonna look at Hubris and be like, someplace warm for that dude.
Oh.
He's just walking and thinking, you know, I kind of want to keep the bar open just so we got someplace to come back to whenever we're in the city.
As long as I don't have to deal with it.
Did you end up telling him that you got a big sack of gold for the bar?
Yeah, that's what he was sorting.
No, you never gave me the gold.
He was
No,
still
you
in
put
his
it in your
room.
room.
I'm sorry. I thought I left it in your room.
No.
You left it in your
I might
room.
be right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You're right. Nope, I haven't told him yet.
You what?
Who was it? Who
Rainier.
paid us?
Rainier.
Rainier dropped by some gold last night.
Oh, back taxes. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know Ghost still has one of those 100 gold piece gems she took from Wolf.
Nope.
I do?
You took one of them.
Oh, no, you took it back.
No, you kept yours. I was going to give everyone one. Because you took yours. And then I used some of them to buy the crushed diamond dust to repay your sister. And then
Right.
the rest of them were on me when I got brutally mad and then robbed and left naked. So
True dat. I'll have to add that.
I think I don't know what color you chose.
I think I
remember.
picked the lavender one. The purple one.
All right, and as you guys are moving through the market district, the market ward the trade ward heading towards the dock ward, having reconvened. As you eventually come out closer to the docks, you can actually see what looks to be a gathering of people. And they all seem to kind of just be looking, some aghast, some kind of like trying to move other people's eyes away from something that they are all looking at that is on the ground near them. And it's up against, what they seem to be doing is circling around something that's up against a building.
Excuse me, I'm a
I'm gonna
lawyer.
climb on top of Kronk and then try to look.
I'm just going to ask people to move out of the way. I'm a lawyer. So,
I'll go with Torvash.
Okay.
authority figure coming through here.
All right, so Torvash, as you push your way to the front, and Ghost, you eventually get to the front with them. Kronk, you lift Hubris up onto your shoulder. Hubris, you kind of like climb on top of Kronk to see what all of these people are looking at. You all see what looks to be a humanoid form that is propped up against the wall. And you see what looks to be just matted black hair that hangs down over the face. You see that it is a very burly body that has slightly greenish skin on it. And you can see that they have what look to be very dark leathers that they are wearing on the front, dark leathers that they are wearing on the pants, as well as what looks to be a surplus of blood kind of spilling down that front chest. There is a knife that is plunged to the hilt in the center of that chest attached to a note. And that note says, "And scoundrels all." And that is where we are going to end for tonight's session. So, I'd like to say, first and foremost, thank you to all of my players for enjoying this wonderful night once more as we return to the mean streets of Waterdeep. Hello, everybody, and welcome. So,
You just say, Hubris, no more open relationship. Silver lining.
Poor taste. One. Poor taste.
I
Alright.
saw it all, okay?
but we can talk about this in Nights in the Courtyard, the after show that we do after this show, which you can gain access to by following us on Patreon. So if you want to help support us there, as well as get access to our wonderful Discord where we have all sorts of amazing people there, you can totally go and check that out as well. We also have our merch store open that we are calling In-Store Adventures because you won't know what the adventures you'll find in store. Greybeard is currently showcasing our Mood Maiden shirt. I have our the Real Dragons Were the Friends We Made Along the Way t-shirt. I've been drinking out of a mug that is on that merch store as well. It's a very nice mug as well. But you can find all sorts of wonderful things there. But you didn't just come here for the spiel about Patreon and the merch. RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, my name is RJ here on the show, and you can find me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream Overwatch with all of these wonderful people.
Yeah.
Hey, you could find me Wednesday on the 13th, coming up with Danae Keener as our DM here on the Indoor Adventures as we go through Death House and Barovia.
Yeah.
And on Saturday on Pro Restart stream at 1 p.m. as Ajax on Monster of the Week.
Yes. All right, Greybeard, where can we find you? What do you do?
I'm Greybeard of Greybeards Tavern, and you can find me here, of course, playing Kronk. And then on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I I play Bavard, a kind of bardly scoundrel, and that's on Pro Restarter's channel, and that's in the game of Blue Rose. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's picking up steam. It's going to be good. It's the game of romance and smooches, as they promote it. And then of course Sunday mornings is my show here on my channel, which of course features a prop or two, all kinds of fun toys to play with. So come on by 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for some Darkest Dungeon. So yeah, that's where you find me.
Yes. And LB, where can we find you? What do you do?
Find me sad. You can find me here Mondays and Tuesdays. And on Friday, I'll be playing in Pro Restarters Birthright.
You were so good about it last week.
Sorry, I'm just so flustered. My side bitch. No, I'll be playing Brego, the next in line for the throne. And you can find me on Sunday. No, you can't find me on Sunday this week. This week on Sunday, I'll be going to watch Phantom of the Opera. But you can watch on Encounter Roleplay's channel. They're still playing their Fate game, and you can see what they decide to do with Abby, which is scary, but okay.
Yeah, just let the other players decide how that works out.
No. The GM. I don't trust the other player.
You've got fate points to protect you, though.
I know.
It's true. I'm excited.
Why
For
not?
it.
Some of them are really good people.
And Barry, where can we find you? What do?
You find me here on Tuesdays, where I'm just trying to get the fuck away from these murderous hobos.
They're not hobos. They have a house. They all live together. They're hobo vagrants, if anything.
We have more keeps than the 4 keeps.
It's true.
Yeah, I've also been appearing on Stalwart Initiative's Ravnica community campaign, where I play a very, very bad detective. He's not a good detective. He sucks at detecting. He just arrests people for jaywalking.
Hey, jaywalking is a crime, and an important one, apparently.
And it's mainly his family who's been arresting to get his arrest rate up. He sends his grandmother across the road and then arrests her for jaywalking. But yeah, I should be trying to stream more, but just waiting to get a weekly work schedule thing.
That's fair enough. We'll figure it out. And I am the Indoor Adventurer, but if you have made it this far, you probably already knew that. You can catch the VODs of our game either here on twitch.tv/The Indoor Adventurer, or you can check them out on youtube.com/The Indoor Adventurer. We also have an audio cast up, so if you prefer audio format and would like to just listen to the sounds of our voices, discuss things like love, murder, and of course, adventure, on your way to work, or just want to hear us from your pocket, you can totally do that at indooradventures.podbean.com, or if you prefer any other audio listening app, such as Spotify, aka Spoofy, iTunes, Stitcher, Overcast, any of those, you can find us there under Indoor Adventures, because 2019 shall be the year we overtake the Indoor Air Quality Repair Podcast, or I swear to jeez. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just be like, okay, next year then. But I'm going to try really hard to take them over this year. So if you guys want to leave a review or give us a 5-star rating, so that way we boost up in the algorithm and can get more visibility, that would be awesome. But that is going to be it for our show. We are going to be going into our after show after this for Nights in the Courtyard, a show where we get to ask each other questions as players to each character, so that way we can find out more about whether about reasons why certain things ended up happening the way that they did. Like, why was this what was happening in this character's mind while X thing was playing out? And of course, we also answer community questions from people on the Discord and people that you can get to by either subscribing on Twitch or by supporting the Patreon, which is super fun. So that is going to be our show, and I would like to say again, thank you to everybody, and we will see you all next week. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!
I don't know.